Yellow Rangers might not always get the hype, but as you can see, they're some of the most powerful and versatile heroes in Power Rangers history. Whether they're ninjas, sorcerers, superhumans, or jungle warriors, they bring a unique energy to their teams, and sometimes they even outshine the Reds. Who's your favorite Yellow Ranger? Did we miss anyone? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to morph into that like button and subscribe for more Ranger rankings. 10. Ashley Hammond, the spacefaring sharpshooter. Ashley Hammond is best known as the Yellow Space Ranger in Power Rangers in Space. Prior to assuming these powers, she'd already served as the second Yellow Turbo Ranger in Power Rangers Turbo. With this experience behind her, she was no rookie when she joined the fight to save the entire universe from the United Alliance of Evil. As the Yellow Space Ranger, Ashley primarily fights with the Star Slinger, a shockingly effective slingshot. Together with Cassie Chan, she uses this weapon to destroy one of the Psycho Rangers, Psycho Pink. Although she doesn't score any other major victories in battle, she's powerful enough to be respected by one of the greatest Red Rangers of all time, who's also her boyfriend, Andros. 9. Kira Ford, the rock star with a sonic boom. Kira Ford is the Yellow Dino Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Thunder. After being chosen by the Yellow Dino Gem, Kira developed the ability to attack enemies with a sonic scream without even needing to morph, and she had the opportunity to train under the most legendary Ranger of all time, Dr. Tommy Oliver. As the Yellow Dino Ranger, Kira fights with the Terra Grips and flies through the air like a pterodactyl. Despite having Tommy as a mentor, Kira, like her teammates, is a slacker who doesn't care about training. She compensates for this with her ability to enter Super Dino mode, which makes her stronger and faster than ever. Kira still clearly has her limits though, and she was trounced by Tori Hansen, the Blue Ninja Storm Ranger, during their fight in Thunderstorm. Even still, the Sentinel Knight deemed her worthy of returning to her Ranger duties to replace the Overdrive team in Once a Ranger. 8. Taylor Earhart, the Sky High Badass. Taylor Earhart is the Yellow Wild Force Ranger in Power Rangers Wild Force. An Air Force pilot before becoming a Ranger, Taylor was already combat trained when she was chosen to lead the Wild Force Rangers by Princess Shayla. While Cole Evans eventually replaced her, Taylor successfully led the fight against the Orgs for over a year before he arrived in Turtle Cove. As the Yellow Wild Force Ranger, Taylor fights with the claws on her gloves and soars through the air like an eagle. She also wields the Golden Eagle sword and the Armadillo puck. Taylor also lives up to her boasts when it comes to her marksmanship skills, being able to efficiently use the Quantum Defender. 7. Emily, the underdog who overcame the odds. Emily is the Yellow Samurai Ranger in Power Rangers Samurai and Power Rangers Super Samurai. Unlike most of her team, Emily wasn't supposed to be a Ranger, with the Yellow Samurai powers having been meant for her older sister before she became sick. Because of this, Emily is the least skilled member of the Samurai Rangers. However, this by no means makes her weak. The team of Samurai Rangers followed in Boyne. Power Rangers Samurai is the strongest in history, as is evident from their final victory over Master Xandred. Emily isn't simply carried by her friends to this point, and she trains her hardest to keep pace with them. She fights with the Earth Slicer, which lets her control the eponymous element, and she can power herself up by transforming into either Super Samurai mode or Shogun mode. 6. Maya, the Wild Warrior of Miranoi. Maya is the Yellow Galaxy Ranger in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. A native of Miranoi, Maya grew up hearing stories about the Quasar Sabers and becoming physically adept from living in a forest. This background would benefit her when she was chosen to wield the Yellow Quasar Saber, and this wouldn't be the last power source she'd gain access to. The Yellow Quasar Saber is among the most powerful weapons in the universe, and Maya wastes no time learning to master it. She's further enhanced by her bond with the Wolf Galactibeast, and later by the mystical lights of Orion. Maya also wields the Delta Daggers, which unfold from one of the Trans Daggers. 5. Katie Walker, the Superhuman Powerhouse. Katie Walker is the Yellow Time Force Ranger in Power Rangers Time Force. In the year 3000, babies are grown to their parents' exact specifications rather than born naturally. For whatever reason, Katie's parents chose to make their daughter super strong, with her easily able to flint other people around using only a single hand. This strength came to greatly aid her when she chose to join Time Force. With her morpher having been developed in the year 3000, Katie's powers are more advanced than any other tech-based Yellow Rangers. She fights with the standard issue Chrono Sabers and Chrono Blaster, as well as her personal giant blaster, the V4. Sadly, Katie rarely gets opportunities to display how powerful she really is, as she's consistently overshadowed by Wes, Jen, and Eric. 4. Dustin Brooks, the Goofy Ninja Master. Dustin Brooks is the Yellow Wind Ranger in Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Originally a low-performing student at the Wind Ninja Academy, Dustin grows as both a person and a fighter after Destiny chooses him to protect the world from Lothor. He even ends Ninja Storm, having become a teacher at his alma mater. Dustin is a master ninja who can control the earth around him, in or out of his ranger form. Thanks to his training, he also has super speed, and he can duplicate himself. Dustin primarily fights with the earth-shaking Lion Hammer, but he didn't even need it to handily defeat Ethan James, the Blue Dino Thunder Ranger, in Thunderstorm. Dustin's only weakness is his lack of intelligence. 3. Lily Chillman, the fastest fighter around. Lily Chillman is the Yellow Jungle Fury Ranger in Power Rangers Jungle Fury. One of the top students in the Order of the Claw, Lily possesses the cheetah animal spirit, and thanks to training from Master Mao, RJ, and Master Fant, she's an expert with both a bow staff and a mace. By the end of the season, Lily becomes a Pai Juke Master, earning her Master's stripes. Along with being a remarkable martial talent, Lily has a solid head on her shoulders, and she can sick her animal spirit on her enemies. Following her journey into the afterlife, Lily also gains access to Jungle Master Mode. This form enhances Lily's strength tenfold and lets her fly through the air with jet boosters. 2. Chip Thorne, the enthusiastic spellcaster. Chip Thorne is the Yellow Mystic Ranger in Power Rangers Mystic Force. A fantasy and comic book fanboy, no one has ever been more enthusiastic about becoming a ranger than Chip. This positive attitude translates well into his training as a sorcerer and a hero, with him becoming one of the most powerful members of his highly formidable team. Studying under Udana, Chip becomes a master sorcerer, and prior to the end of Mystic Force, he begins training under Daggeron to become a knight. With his Magi staff, Chip can cast virtually any spell, and he can transform it into its crossbow mode, which shoots deadly bolts of electricity. Chip can also transform into the Yellow Legend Warrior, gaining access to his strongest electric attacks in this form. 1. Gia Moran, the Perfectionist Powerhouse. Gia Moran is the Yellow Megaforce Ranger in Power Rangers Megaforce and the Yellow Super Megaforce Ranger in Power Rangers Super Megaforce. Gifted her powers by Gosei, the apprentice of Zordon, Gia is powerful on her own, and she's only made stronger by her ability to transform into any previous Yellow Ranger. When fighting in her strongest form as the Super Megaforce Yellow Ranger, Gia's preferred fighting style is to dual-weld cutlasses and swing them around. Prior to becoming a Ranger, Gia was already the second-best fighter on her team, next to only Troy Burrows. What's more, there's seemingly nothing she can't do, and no areas where she's weak in. Rangers typically get focus episodes where they learn to overcome their flaws, but throughout all of Megaforce and Super Megaforce, Gia doesn't receive a single focus episode and is consistently portrayed as already perfect. Yellow Rangers might not always get the same spotlight as their red or blue teammates. But let's be real, these warriors bring the power, the sass, and in some cases, the ability to absolutely wreck villains with things like slingshots, sonic screams, and ninja skills. They're like the underrated MVPs of their teams, proving time and time again that Yellow isn't just for Pikachu and rubber duckies, it's also for some of the strongest fighters in the Power Rangers universe. So, buckle up and prepare for a journey through more phenomenal history as we rank the 10 strongest Yellow Rangers of all time.